Let's welcome in a couple of guys here from HKY4Vets, a great organization here that's from their mission statement, committed to assisting transitioning military and military families. So let's welcome in the Director of Operations, Adam Sides, and Nathan Huret, the co-founder and Chief Engagement Officer. Gentlemen, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Wonderful to be here. Thank you, Chuck.
Appreciate it, both of you. Are we both veterans?
I am 25 years. This is Adam.
Okay.
Working on my transition into civilian life right now as we speak. So after 25 years,
How's that going, Adam?
I'm loving it.
We were just talking about that, how he's got so many different directions he can go from here, and it's pretty remarkable, really. His
Good for
first
you.
stop apparently is Vegas, we've told him.
Don't let
don't
my
blame
wife
you.
hear that, because if it's
No.
not Germany,
Oh.
I'm in trouble.
I gotcha. And you know, I was born in Germany. I'm an Army brat, so
Nice.
I was born, and my father was stationed over there for 2 years, and we all spoke German. The 4 family members spoke fluent German, not me. And then we speak zero German today, absolutely zero. We know nothing. But I was born in Darmstadt, Frankfurt, as a matter of fact, 1955. Nice to have both of you. How did y'all come about this organization? And did we have a need? I mean, we have the Veterans Administration run by the government.
Oh.
Are they not taking care of our veterans all the way?
The VA does a tremendous and much needed job, really,
You bet.
in the world. This started really back in April of 2016, so we just actually celebrated our 8th year. Being a locally driven initiative, kind of coming out of actually the Chamber of Catawba County and then the Catawba County Economic Development Corporation, we saw, at least initially, a real employment need, both from the local company side, but also people just like Adam and others. There's thousands of these folks stationed within North Carolina and all over the country. Just like any major life transition, it's a difficult time to know exactly where you want to go, what you want to do. You've got a tremendous foundation, yet which direction, what do you require? What does your family require? And just someone that can come alongside these folks is we found to be really beneficial on a one-on-one level, just so we can kind of talk about the attributes, opportunities, and what it's like to live here in Catawba County, the Hickory Metro. We'll say we're a small organization with a focus on just here, but understand that need is multiplied across thousands of individuals every single year, thousands of families every single year.
And so, Nathan, what is it? Is it coming out of the service? You've been doing this like Adam, been doing it for 25 years. You've been doing the same thing for so long that you just don't have, what do I do? I mean, I don't have anybody to report to today. Now, what am I supposed to do? Is that the problem? Is that, everybody has the same thing?
It's a little bit of that. This is Adam, but I think some of the harder parts of it, and what I like about this organization, is the education piece that we're able to give to employers to talk about what veterans can offer their company. Because you got different types of veterans. You got the folks like me that have done 20 plus years, and then you've got the folks that have done 6 years with 4 deployments. We're just different. So being able to talk to prospective employees and C-level executives and stuff like that, and have them understand the intangibles and the transferable skills that the majority of veterans possess, I think is where a lot of for me, that's where I got interested.
I think, y'all come out of the service, everybody, don't they teach you something in the service? They teach you purpose. They teach you to have something so that you'll feel purpose. And I think sometimes you forget. My son, uneducated, not any college or anything, says, has his own business and says, I'm see myself running through this. And I said, you have so many skills that you don't know about. And he really does. Isn't that the same way with people coming out? Do they just forget that they have all these skills that they've gathered up over all the years of being in the military? Because you got skills.
I think so. I think we get so used to performing all the time that whenever we come out and we step into a civilian marketplace or a civilian company or start working with civilians, it's like, you can do that? And it's like, well, yeah, sure, I can do that.
I think part of what our role is here and what we're trying to shift our focus back to, we started this way and we're coming back to the basics, is actually a lot of employer education. So you are 100% right that intangibles, leadership skills, communication, technical skills are all there, but for us to recognize the power of those and the level of experience, I think sometimes we get caught up in, this person needs 5 years of on-the-job direct experience in X profession, when realistically they're coming, and Adam or others are coming out with a whole lot more than that at a more intensive level around the world. Experiences we actually can't even, as a civilian, can't even really comprehend. So.
I can tell you that I would think as an employer, if I was an employer, I would look at a vet first, only because of what I know they've been through to become part of the service and to do the mission and everything else. My father's military trained. He's got a great mind. He's 93. And he's going on because of his military training. He went to military school. You know, he was an ROTC, he went to military school. So I think you take some of those great things with you, and I think I can't imagine a vet not being an asset to some employer. I would think they would want to be looking for the vets.
Yes.
And that's what y'all help do. Is that not right?
You're preaching to the choir here, Chuck.
Thank gosh. Thank goodness.
I feel like
Yes.
we are too.
Well,
we're going to need an amen somewhere in the corner
I'm
here.
a flag waver. My dad's a flag waver. He's a patriot. He loves this country. He loves the veterans. He's told me anytime I meet a veteran to tell them thank you on his behalf, too. And
Yes.
he means it. Yes, absolutely. So any trouble finding people that need the help? Do we have an unlimited resource of coming out of the military, making that transition?
No. As I said, we are blessed having Fort Liberty, Camp Lejeune, Fort Knox. You know, go around the southeast. There is every single day folks transitioning out. I think where we fit in being so geographically focused, we're a niche. We recognize that we work really one-on-one is our best measure of success. So when people do find us, some of them have a family connection.
Yeah.
Some just say, man, I've driven through a hickory and really liked it. I went through Newton one time and remembered, man, there was a plot of land out there just saying my name. If they hear about us, and that a large part is building just general awareness, our brand, our marketing around HKY4Vets, HKY4Vets.com. If people find us, we have a really good success rate of just working with them one-on-one, either towards employment or just general community connections. A lot of what we do here is just making resource awareness, connecting up. We were just meeting with someone we helped place years ago, and he now wants to get re-engaged with us just on a volunteer basis on some of the work we're doing, trying to connect the veterans that are unconnected right now, maybe not directly from here, don't have those other family connections. There's a true need to professionally and even from a business perspective connect these folks so that they can grow and just enhance each other's professional lives.
Well, and anytime, y'all, that we figure out somebody cares about us, it always changes the game for us all, too. Everything, both sides. Tell us about the event coming up on May the 14th. And we're finding that horses can certainly be a calming force in our lives these days, especially for a vet maybe with PTSD or something.
Absolutely. So we are having an event on May the 14th out at Stillwater's Farm in conjunction and partnership with Operation Battle Horse. We'll start at 6 and go till about 8. And this event's really for anybody that's tied to the veteran community, whether it's a veteran business, veterans themselves, family members, children, or just people that want to be involved and help veterans and help build that professional network or network of veterans, however you want to call it. Really looking forward to having everyone out at the farm. I think we're going to have some axe throwing, some cornhole, and small refreshments and stuff like that. But it should be a really good time. Again, it's May 14th from 6 to 8. It's going to be at Stillwater's Farm in Conover.
I think it's important to note we do have just some tremendous resources here. Operation Battle Horse being one, Shining Hope Farms being another.
Can you tell us about Battle Hope there?
Yeah, so I participate with those guys, and I can't tell you how beneficial, and even though it seems like it's outside of the box, any horseman, I think this is the right word you use, any of those guys that are out there, they'll be able to tell you, you can't fake it to a horse. When you walk up, whatever is in your heart, whatever's on your mind, whatever, they know. I had an instance yesterday where literally the horse cried for me, and I wiped tears out of the horse's eyes. And it was based on the emotion that I was feeling. The work that these folks do, and and it goes way deeper. Like, I've only done it for a couple weeks now, but it's rhythmic riding. There's all kinds of stuff, and it really just helps calm and reset the nervous system and helps you make sense of the world after the military, or even if you're still in like Guard and Reserves or something like that, it helps you make sense. And when you talked about purpose earlier, help you find your purpose and find your way that's not so task-oriented, and it's, definitely more emotional.
Gentlemen, I love both of your hearts. I know where you're coming from. I'm not a heart guy, but I know both of your hearts, and I know both of your hearts are into this. I love both of you. I love the thing that you guys stand for and what y'all are going for. God bless both of you, and thank you for your service and continued service to this organization and this community and everything else. And I know the vets really appreciate this too. The website is HKY4, the number 4, vets, VETS.com. Is that right, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything else we need to mention before we hang it up here for the day?
Just an appreciation for this forum. Thank you all for having us. Thank you for, I know Hal in the morning, I see it right up in his studio right
You
now.
bet.
It says, thank
Oh,
veterans and others. And he's got an American
yes.
flag and a Star Spangled Banner every day. I think it's a constant sign of appreciation. And as you said, your dad even says, say thanks for him.
No doubt.
I think that's an easy way for us to all pay it forward.
No
So
doubt.
thank you for having us.
We'd love to have you back on here anytime. We're talking about Adam Sides. He's the Director of Operations, and Nathan Huret, who's the co-founder and Chief Engagement Officer. I love that title. That's good. Gentlemen, thank you both very much. Really appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Okay, guys. You bet, guys. Thank you so much.